fast tortoise in the shell, drinking coffee, wishing you all well, because life is swell. Super fast tortoise. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get up, it's senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look, everybody, we got a full house tonight. We got me, HILLBILLY, and Lone Wolf. I know. You guys are you're all excited. We got the rocker, the drunkard, and the wolf.
Hey, wait, you named me twice.
Named you twice. Oh, man, that's funny. Oh, what a weekend. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Yeah.
I had a pretty good weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was good. Played a lot of Commander. Theory crafted some new stuff for Commander decks for Lorwyn. Pretty good weekend. Pretty solid. Very busy, but solid.
Pretty solid. Whoops. That's pretty cool. That's cool. I had a solid weekend theory crafting stuff. Everybody's hoping people will be theory crafting with him on Wednesday.
Yep.
Gonna play early access.
Yeah. Well, actually, Tuesday is going to be the last day for theory crafting because got to get it done. I mean, I got to play the decks. I got to be ready on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got to go nuts for donuts.
Yep.
That's right. I mean, are you guys excited for Lorwyn to come out?
I am.
This is the most excited I've been about a set in a while, and I have no attachment to Lorwyn. Like, Lorwyn came out in a period I was not playing Magic. I know a few of these cards from picking up stuff for various tribal decks because Lorwyn was pretty tribal focused. So I've definitely seen a bunch of these cards, the older set. But there's just some really interesting cards. I think that they hit a home run with this set on design. Now, I don't know how powerful things are going to be. This is not me saying that the set's going to be busted and there's going to be a bunch of bans. I don't think we have another Vivi situation on our hands, but I think there's a lot of interesting cards that fit into a lot of different decks. For my Commander decks, I try not to have any of the same colors as far as combinations. Like, I don't have multiple Simic decks. I don't have multiple of anything. I have one of what I have, and I don't have multiple Themals, right? So I don't have multiple Voltron decks. I don't have anything like that. So I was able to look at these cards and go, man, I kind of want a couple of these for this deck and a couple of these for this deck. And I think that they're very interesting. And I'm excited for the set. I've bought more singles from this set than I have in a long, long time.
That's good. That's good. I mean, someone's got to be excited. Like, I'm excited for the set to come out, but I'm not excited to play it. It's like, then it's not that I don't like Lorwyn. So, like I said, last time Lorwyn was out, like 20 years ago, whatever, how long it's been, I bought a lot of Lorwyn. But this set's mainly tribal centric, so I'm excited in like cards from the set that are not tribal centric. So that's like a few of the cards, you know. But I tell you what I have done. So I watched that music video like 20 times this weekend.
Oh, the Jim Henson one?
Yeah, the Jim Henson little puppet song. Oh, man, that song was stuck in my head, and holy cow! Like the wife was home for the weekend. I'm like, you got to watch this, and she's like, it reminded me of like Dark Crystal or the Labyrinth, you know. And I'm like, it's so good, like it's so good. And she's like, but her brain is like, I don't know what I just watched because she doesn't understand the story very much to understand that there's two different sides of Lauren, and what it means.
Right.
But it was funny. That was funny. She really enjoyed the video though because of the puppetry and whatnot. And tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if we got a really good puppet movie from Jim Henson's company again.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think they said that the Lorwyn trailer has the most views in a certain amount of time, 24, 48, 72 hours, something like that, than any set trailer they've done since War of the Spark.
Well, that's good. That's awesome.
Well, I get ads. Yeah, I know some people don't get ads, but I get ads at just about, and I see the ad for that every day, at least 2 or 3 times a day. It'll pop up as a commercial, and what it is, it's something.
Mm-hmm. I saw it. Pretty catchy. Now, if I saw that ad, which I don't get ads, but they for free. If I saw that ad like 50 times a day, I'd probably be sick of the song right now. A lot of times.
Yep. For a second there, you got kind of low and muffled there.
No.
You're good now.
All right. Good now. But with that, my friends,
I could do my headset too.
let's roll to the card of the day.
Card of the day.
The card of the day. And look, I'm gonna try to do this more often because I haven't done this before. But submitted by Bird with Big Feet. We got the card of the day, which is Begin the Invasion, which costs WooBerry and X, and you can search your library for X battle cards with different names and put them onto the battlefield and shuffle your library.
Nice.
Sorcery. Now, if this was instant, I'd like that. You could wait for blocks then to be declared and be like, well, you're not blocking with this.
This is such a great card because there is one battle that says that if you control a certain amount of battles, you win the game.
Right. They had to put a win con in there for people who want to play Commander and Standard with battles. Mm-hmm. This card is interesting. It's a powerful tutor the more you can pump into it. I mean, I think it's fairly costed because getting WooBerg in most cases is hard to do.
Yep. And
plus, on top of getting WooBerg, you got to pay X. And at least X is colorless. It can be any color. Mm-hmm. But, you know, some of the costings on battles are crazy.
Yeah.
And this
I feel like this would go in like a Morphon battles deck. So if you have your commander out, then you don't have to pay the WooBerg. You just have to pay the X. Like I'm just trying to think like off the top of my head what to do with it. But that's what I'd probably do with it. I'd run Morphon. That way I could just cast this. I'd run a whole bunch of ways to go find this. Mm-hmm. And then let Morphon just cover the WooBerg cost himself, and then, you know, go get whatever 5-6 battles that I want and put them directly into play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one card I think Wizards should have created for the battle set to make this like good is a card that made one or more battles into creatures. You know, turn into something more aggressive. So, but like your opponents control the battles, which I understand that. Mm-hmm. But if you could turn them into a creature and give them a blocker, or maybe if you dealt damage to the creature itself, because not all damage can be assigned to battles unless they say specifically to any target or target battle. You know, so like they should have made more ways to make battles more effective other than just having to attack into them. But there are a couple spells from the set that let you target a battle. And I'm surprised we haven't got more battles out of it. But this is an interesting card.
Mm-hmm.
Because it makes you wonder, can I pay the X? Can I get the WooBerg out? Yeah.
Yep, and anything that can remove counters are excellent for battles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if you run this, you also need to run Sin from Final Fantasy, because when it enters the battlefield, you can remove any number of counters from any target permanents.
Right.
I mean, sure, you're putting a bunch of battle counters on Sin, but he's still pulling them all off.
Yeah, I guess we need you have outside of standard, you have Vexing Vampire or something like that, where you sacrifice to remove all counters from a permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are ways to do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I guess we need a anti version of Atraxa where instead you proliferate every turn, you might take off counters every turn. That's pretty cool. Trying to be funny. Anyways, let's get to the picture of the day. Picture of the day. Very uninspired. It's just a random picture you did not ask for. Just
There's so much going on here.
Right? You got like a robotic turtle, Donatello. You know, he cyberganically made himself into a cyborg, apparently. I don't know how. Then you have bugs in a swamp of oil and stuff. I'm like, I was having fun. I put TMT turtle in a swamp with neon bugs and glowing mutant plant life, and this is pretty much what it gave me.
Nice.
I mean, it worked. I mean, honestly, it was funny because when I first entered the prompt, like this is the second rendition of the picture. When I first entered the prompt, it put a lot of Renaissance art in jars or bottles or something, and I'm like, how does that even work? Should have kept that picture. But hey, if you guys have a card of the day or a picture of the day you want to share with us, or even a question of the day, be a part of Discord. And in Discord, you can participate and get your shout outs here. That's right. All right. With that, my friends, let's get to the next segment where we call the question of the day. The question of the day is brought to you by me. Let's see what I asked. I know what I asked. Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is, what is the best way to play Magic the Gathering? Right? What is the best way you think is the way to play Magic the Gathering? Let's go.
Wow.
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
And there's several answers. Some people say standard. Some people say commander.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. But what's your answer? I'm not looking for other people's answers from
right.
you. Aaron Source Rex says Sparkly Donnie. That's right, Sparkly Donnie.
I want to say standard because standard you can have multiple cards of a card in order to play, and it's you start with less life. You start with more cards though in your deck. It just seemed like to me easier than Commander. I don't know if that's because I play mostly standard on Arena or what, but I'm thinking standard.
Kevin Haynes says in person with paper cards. I can attest to that.
Yep.
So if I'm going to play just casual stuff, then I feel like Commander is the way to go. Like if I just want to sit around and play some Magic, I think Commander is the way to go for me. But if I wanted to play, like if I was going to play something, like really try and, play a lot of something for anything other than just socializing with people that I enjoy, I would probably play Modern. I enjoyed Modern when I did play it. I found the decks really interesting. So I think if for casually, it's definitely Commander for me. Anything above casual, I would go back and play Modern.
Modern. Well, all right. What about you, Lone Wolf?
I kind of got two different answers for this one, to be honest with you. If you would have asked me about a year ago, I would have said Commander because it was pretty fun, relax, chill, just have a good time and hang out with your friends. But no, I got to say I have more fun probably playing Arena than I do Paper.
Ah, nice. Brian Llewellyn. Brian Llewellyn. I hope that's correct. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the show. Well, Tortoise has his own answer. I mean, no one surprisingly answered this. I don't know why, because I'm clearly in the right here. I think draft is the best way to play Magic. Like, to me, it's the rawest form to play Magic. Now, I love Commander, and it's been a long time since I've played Standard. But Draft and playing from Cube is always fun. Having that limited pool, equal playing is great. I like it. I love it. It's awesome. All right. So, oh, okay. Yeah. Ray, if you want to share your screen and stuff or whatnot, you definitely do that.
So I don't have a screen to share because this stuff's all physical. We just now, we here at Mr. B's Game Lounge, we got all of the promo materials for Lorwyn. So we have some cool stuff to show. These are the foil promo packs.
Oh,
Ooh, too bad you can't just crack those, right?
Yeah. Then the standard promo packs.
Yeah, nice.
So if you come out to F&M at our store or any of the other shops that do official WTC stuff, you'll have a chance to open these packs. And I can tell you, from just watching people open them every week, you can get some absolute bangers cards out of these. Just in the last few weeks, we've had the Galta that puts all your creatures into play come out of one of these. Now, those were the Edge of the Eternity ones, so not the lore ones specifically. Last Friday, we had a Stomping Grounds come out of promo pack, so you can get really good stuff out of these. Then we also have these welcome decks.
ooh,
Black one
Nice.
and the red one,
Ooh.
and then the green one.
You know what? I should be blasting you up like this.
really?
The blue one, and then finally the white one.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad to see them with welcome decks now. Do they have any like creature types on those welcome decks?
Let's take a look here. So on each one of these, there is a little saying, and I'll read those out. For the white one, it is teamwork makes the dream work. Take your first steps into Magic the Gathering with this ready-to-play welcome deck. Deliver justice with an army of attacking creatures. Band together, and your forces will never fall. Boy, I hope there's not banding in this because that is a complicated mechanic. The blue one, always have something up your sleeve. Let the mind games begin as you keep your opponent guessing which cards you'll play and win. Once their guard is down, deliver a calculated strike.
Nice.
The green one says, play towering creatures that hammer your enemies into the ground. If that's not enough, then good news. You can make your heavy hitters even larger than life. The red one says, get a burst of speed and pummel the opposition before they can react. If they pose a threat, just burn them to the ground. Boy, that is the most red thing I've ever heard. And then the black one. Seize the upper hand with big spooky creatures. Should they die, you'll have everything you need to bring them back from the grave and claim victory. Now, each one of these boxes says it contains 2 30-card decks. And they are labeled, I'm betting, unique to our store because every one of them has the exact same serial number on them.
Cool.
So those are the welcome decks. They seem really interesting, and they all seem to be fairly on theme for what the colors want to do.
Really
And then we
quick.
have
Really
yeah.
quick.
Go ahead.
Golden Toad found us on the vertical side of the stream. He says, "Hair so tall guy has to stream vertical."
Yeah, we're streaming vertical and horizontal.
Ooh. So we also have some promo packs that are going to be going out. Now I don't know what all these are for. I'm sure we'll have a. Oh, we do. Okay. So there we have just a lot of stuff coming out. But we have the Harmonizing Crescendo.
Nice.
This is your buy a box promo, which is I think this is the last set to do that, right? They say they're taking the buy box promo out.
Well,
Yeah.
they're taking a lot of things out while raising the prices. They're like, man,
Yeah.
it's costing us a lot of money to stop making these things.
Yeah, right. And then we have Nowhere to Run, which is for the Standard Showdown.
Nice.
It's a really cool card with really cool artwork. Looks like the old school border, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We have Farhaven Elves. This is for just some commander events that places will be holding.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh,
That old border is new on that.
Mm-hmm. We have a card that we were just talking about, and I think this is the exact artwork that that we showed the other day. It's a Guide of Souls.
Oh, nice. It is. Yeah. Yeah, it was card of the day.
This is for the store championships places will be running.
nice.
And then if you just participate in those store championships but don't necessarily win, you will get one of these cool goblin bombardments.
No,
Cool.
nice.
Goblin bombardment.
So that's just some stuff that you can be expecting to happen at your WPN stores. If you have a WPN store locally, check those events out. You'll get to try to win some of those cards, or just get some of those cards for attending. And then, so yeah, that's some cool Lorwyn stuff that literally UPS just dropped off at our door.
Nice. That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah. Now, one thing that I do hate that Wizards is doing now is they're getting rid of the collector pack that you get out of commander decks. They're getting rid of buy box promos. I think, and they're also getting rid of the promo that you get when you go to pre-release. They're getting rid of that, and also, and are they giving us any benefits for them doing something like that? No, they're raising the prices. I mean,
they're even getting rid of the art cards and packs.
Yeah,
and except collector packs.
Right, and
because of all the places you want art cards, it's in your $45 over MSRP collector booster pack.
Exactly, and that's makes me just so mad at what they're doing. I mean, you're taking stuff from us, and then you're raising the prices on it. I mean,
where do they say? When did they say they were taking the promo out of pre-release packs?
I've heard that they was doing that.
I have not heard that at all. Not yet. See,
I have heard that. I can't remember where I heard it from, but I have heard them say that somewhere. And I'm hoping that they, wised up to realize, quit taking so much stuff away from us and let us enjoy the game. I mean, you take too much stuff from us, we're not going to enjoy the game as much as we used to. Yeah, a new player don't know no better because they wasn't into the game. But us older players, we know what's being taken away from us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty, not happy with that.
all right. So good news, bad news, and their good news is they're not taking the promo out of the pre-release pack. Bad news is you won't know if your promo is a promo because they're getting rid of the year release date on a promo.
That's what it is.
Wow.
Yeah, they're getting rid of the stamp on it.
Yeah, which takes away from the exclusivity of it, which I think yes.
I like that. Like the stamp.
I love collecting those things.
Yeah.
They're like
I mean,
mine.
it makes sense because they can just, they don't have to worry about printing extras that have the stamp on it. But I mean, I'm not okay. I don't love it, but at least I kind of understand what they're thinking. Again, I don't like it, but I at least get their idea. They can hey, we can just print a bunch of these, and we don't have to worry about doing anything extra to them. They're just basically the same card that would go in any other pack.
See, that happened in my Tarkir Dragonstorm pack, where they sent me I got a foil in my promo spot with no year date on it, like it should have. And I guess a lot of people got something like that, and like I got Wizards to replace my promo, but not with the same card. Just sent me a promo pack with a, I guess to make things feel better, the Crimson Vow pack, not Crimson Vow, but the Vampire set, Innistrad Remastered pack. You know, so I didn't film that being open because I was like, I didn't want to shout out Wizards for being dumb or anything.
Right.
But like,
I just wish they'd keep the stamp. So I do enjoy the stamp.
Yeah.
So here's my query about it. I wonder if they're getting rid of the stamp because it's easier to print all the cards, put them in the packs, and the mass of people coming to play pre-release and stuff is getting too big to be able to keep up with that demand, which makes no sense in a way because they've been doing it for years. But Wizards of the Coast has been getting people in by the numbers, especially on certain sets.
Oh yeah.
I mean, me and Brandon, one of the owners here, were actually just talking about this on Saturday about pre-release kits. That whole thing is just strange. Like, why do they come in boxes of 15?
Right.
So if you buy a box and you say, okay, we're going to have, this is how many we have. Everybody come out and play. You're guaranteed to have a buy every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone's going to sit out a game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, here's an idea on Wizards. If you're taking notes, if you're gonna take the date timestamps off of pre-release cards, put them in regular packs, right?
Yeah.
Let that be a special treatment, a foil date timestamp card that you can pull from a pack, knowing Lorwyn came out in 2007. Just like be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Don't make it a secret lair. Just like do it as a bonus sheet.
Or do it.
The reason that they're taking it off is that they don't want to pay the printing company to machine those stamps and to have to put them on every time they print a new set.
Or not necessarily that a bonus sheet, but put them in the packs. I agree with what you're saying there, Tortoise. But make it something like almost like serialized cards.
Right.
And that would be awesome. I mean, I would love to be able to get a pack, open it, and it have one of the stamp cards in it.
Oh, yeah.
And oh man, I would love that.
Right, those would be cool. Like I've always been a fan of daytime stamp cards. Oh no, I keep saying date time. It's not like the time of the card was printed on there,
Right.
but like the date stamp. I miss when they used to put the full date on the cards because now it's like 2027, 2026. Whatever.
Yeah, now it's just the year.
Yeah, but back in the day, it would have the month, day, and year.
Yep.
I miss those. But like, whether the cost is going in so deep into special treatments, maybe it's costing them a different money to switch out plates. I don't know how that works. I don't know how any of this works.
I mean, that's the problem, I think, is because they're going in so many different directions there, and they're trying to figure out which direction will make them the most money. So I can figure out where to cut, and I decided to cut the dates.
Well, look, if they want the lazy array around it, they could have someone make a bonus sheet with them and just digitally put on the date of the card in gold text and just put it there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to emboss it or do the etching or whatever they did to put the date on there. Just put the date on there.
Yep.
You can print it as part of the picture. That's still fine. Just give us what we want.
Exactly.
That probably, I would say the reason that the reason they don't just add it to the artwork in instead of the embossing is because it has to do with the agreements they have with their artists.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something that they're stamping on, well, then that's modifying the card. You're not modifying the art.
Right.
if you put the timestamp in the artwork and then just print it, then you have modified the art. So that would be my guess as the reason why they do it the way they do.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
But like, you know what else they could do? You've seen them do them in master sets. Rest in peace, master sets. Is they could put the date timestamp in the text box as a watermark.
Yeah,
Boom.
for sure.
You know,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
do something cool like that.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. I mean, I just want a card that from the sets when they come out. That's all I want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And,
That was like the special thing about promos, but now promos ain't gonna be special if they're just a basic card, you know.
exactly.
Well, I mean, but they only did that for like 10 years, right?
No, they've been putting the date on it since the early 2000s.
Mhm.
It's been over 20 years. I remember getting a Johnny.
Maybe the mid 2000s, but it wasn't in the early 2000s because I was still playing in the early 2000s and I never saw a card with a date on it.
Let's see. Let's see. Well, because they started adding they started doing F&M promos. F&M promos never had the date timestamp.
Yeah, before that they had the DCI promos because I still have some of those old ones. I still have a Psychotog that's in the cellophane unopened.
Right.
One of the DCI rewards ones.
1997 is when they started doing pre-release promos.
Hmm.
All right. I'm checking something here.
Yeah, but when did they start putting like the date stamps on them?
No, they had them on there, but they were in the creature type box. I think that's what I'm reading. Let me see if I.
I mean, I'd just be satisfied.
It just had pre-release on there. It didn't have the daytime, but it was a Golden Edge.
I'd just be satisfied with a card that has a date on it.
Like they used to say pre-release cards, and they had a lot of them. Yeah.
Right, but when do they start putting the date on? That was my specific question.
Ba, 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 ba. Da, da, ba, ba, ba.
Google food.
I'm trying to figure this out. Well, because there's been several changes that it's bringing up. 97 is when they started the pre-release promo, and it said pre-release in the typeline box.
And I'm guessing those were incredibly rare because we were playing at pretty big stores back then, and pre-release was not a thing.
So 2014 was the year that they started doing random pre-release promos in packs. Because before 2014, everybody was guaranteed the same card.
Right.
So all right, here we go.
I think the oldest one I have is 2016 because I bought a few.
No, I know it was before 2016 because I used to have an Emrakul with a daytime stamp on it, and that's Emrakul Aeon's Torn.
I got the
That's Zendikar, right? The original Zendikar set.
Yeah, and before then it was like that too because they used to hand out the pre-release pack cards till they ran out, but they started doing the impact ones and box ones, so everybody got one.
I got the Thoria consoles.
So, according to this, 2015 was Battle for Zendikar and Shadows over Innistrad were the ones that had like the actual year marked on them.
No, that's not right. Because Battle for Zendikar is different. Well, see, there's a different time period because there used to be a time when the full date was on the card, and later on they just put the year on the card. And yeah.
So it says early pre-release cards, pre-2015. Older pre-release cards had unique art, foiling, and sometimes a shooting star symbol, but no date. Introduction of the year stamp, 2015. WotC began adding the year 2015, 2016 to the stamp, often alongside alternate art, foiling, and becoming the standard for several years.
Right, but hold on. Let me show you something. I know this is kind of a boring part of the show because we're just looking up.
Google Foo.
Mugenfool.
No, Google Foo.
Ah, Google Foo. I think I'm like, yeah. Let me show you this. This is very chill. Hey, Legion Potatoes. What's up?
I mean, Wizards is just doing so many different changes. I just wish they would stop doing so many changes.
Yep. So look at this. You see this? Do you see the screen? Rayman? Like
Yeah.
Screen? I know it's hard to see the date, but it's April 17th, 2010. Emrakul and Storm promo card.
Interesting. Okay.
So it was in the 2010s era when they started doing them, like a little bit before. Because I remember getting this particular. See.
Yeah. My first one was the Authority console out of Kaladesh.
Right. And Kaladesh came out way after.
It came out in 16.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. So Johnny Vision was a promo. Oh, that's not the promo, though.
Yeah,
There
that's
we
the
go.
dual deck one.
2008, Johnny Vengeance. See?
Mm-hmm.
The 3rd October 2008. So,
Okay.
So it happened sometime after Ravnica block, the original Ravnica block, because it came out in 2005. But it's been out for over 20 years. The date timestamp. Now that's the crazy part. Getting rid of that. It's like getting rid of a piece of history.
Yep. What are your thoughts about all this, Lone Wolf?
I was just about to say. I was pretty sure it had been before, because me and my brother, we started playing around 2010, around the 2010 eras, and I'm pretty sure we got a few with
Right.
the timestamp date on the cards too. And he liked them. I didn't care for them too much because I thought the date thing was annoying.
I loved it because it let me. It was like a little check mark in the memory book. You know, I wish I had my Aeons tour still today, but I don't. I remember that pre-release, and I don't have them anymore. But on the pre-release, I got the promo, and in my packs, I opened the foil Emrakul. I thought it was the coolest, but
Wow.
Legion Potato says Authority of Console is a messed up card. I can't fathom why they thought it was a good idea. Well, trust me, Legion Potatoes. I know you're kind of new to Magic, but there's a lot more messed up cards.
Oh yeah, and one thing about Authority console makes your opponent's creatures come in tapped and throw those. It slows those aggro decks down quite a bit.
Right.
But you're gaining life, and your opponent plays a hasty creature. Haste is turned off. for a
Right.
turn.
You think Authority consoles is about? Wait till somebody drops a Kismet.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Kismet. That was nuts.
No, just play a stasis and have an unwinding clock so you can untap your stuff, but everybody else can't untap.
Right.
Ooh.
There's a lot of interactions, Legion. That like cards that do different things. Like we had a Kismet played the other day in our game, and the game for one of the players, particularly, the game became all about removing that card.
Mm.
It was crazy. But yeah, so Yeah, so Wizards of the Coast getting rid of all the date timestamps on cards is going to be annoying. Like, see, the date timestamp's not what made the card special. It's the memory of getting the card. You know,
All
that made
right.
it special, and that would trigger the memories. It was few special on that pre-release. In fact, one of the cards I like to collect are those date timestamp cards.
Yep. Me
Especially
too.
the older ones.
Yep. Me too. Because I can look. Because I can take that card and like, oh, this is when I went when this set came out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sorry,
it brings back memories of me going to that pre-release. Now, since they're getting rid of this, I can't do that.
Lady Potato says, I think the fact that it's 1 mana is tough. I've run into Kismet, I think, one time, and it was an experience. I bet. Right? Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy the experience we have with cards, and it's crazy that we're going to be losing out on daytime stamps. That's what made cards special. In fact, it was like another rarity to cards, you know, another alternate version of a card. You know, like back in the day, my friend Andrew used to have like a bunch of daytime stamp cards because he got to pre-release every pre-release. And he would show you how many copies of a card he got because he traded for them at a pre-release, or how many times he pre-released. And he's like, I'm pleased this time. Look at my stuff. Because like there was times like when in this city where we had like 4 different game shops, they'd pan it out. They'd pan their pre-releases out time wise, so you can go to one pre-release one part of the day, then go to another pre-release and gather all that stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone looking forward to trying the new draft box? Well, as much as I love draft, I think it's tough on the money.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of cool, right? You need a smaller number of players, and you know, and the winner does get a collector booster, which is super cool.
Right.
I think it's a really interesting product, especially for smaller shops that don't have enough people to do just a full-sized draft. They can still get people to come in who enjoy drafting, but you don't need anywhere near as many people.
Right. Because like store drafting, what I love about it is if you get 8 people, you're dividing the price of the box by 8 people, and then you're drafting out of that. You know, that's what made the box draft fun back in the day, especially when the box was like $85 or $100. You know, between 8 people, that's pretty cheap. You know, now it's not like that anymore, especially when your average cost of a box is almost $200, like $140, $160. But it's still fun when you can get people to go in on a box. The rough part about it, and I don't know if Wizards thought about this when they cut the value of the packs down.
Okay, we gotta do something real quick.
Yeah, yeah. So like back in the day, there was 36 packs in a booster box, right?
Right.
And people would buy into a box, draft the box, and the extra packs would be divided up by winners, top 1, 2, 3 spaces, and so on and so forth. They don't do that anymore. You can't
No,
do
they
that
don't. No.
The box was built-in prize support. You know, you draft, and you get packs. Now, what was one of the coolest things you could do about that? Well, I don't know how much they do it anymore because of the price of the box, but you used to be able to at least save your packs, and if you get enough packs, you can trade them in for a free draft, especially if you're winning these packs.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. You know, because like that's one thing people used to do. Like they buy into they buy into like 1 or 2 drafts, and when they'd save their packs, and they'd be able to return the packs, even though it's not the draft one would not be for the same set they're drafting from, but you'd be able to trade in the packs. You can get those packs worth of value in packs to draft, and it is like you get like 3 packs to draft, but it took like 6 packs to buy it. You know, varying on who was in. Sometimes some people took 8 packs for the packs because they're losing money on the current box if they're doing that. You know, you got to sell the product to make your money back, but you used to be able to do that, and people love doing that.
Yep.
Because back in the day, my friends, Wizards of the Coast had a secondary ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? A secondary ecosystem. Like you could thrive off the game, play the game. You like once you got advanced far enough into the game at your local game store, you used to be able to get discounts for playing the game, like by doing certain things, like saving up your packs. You like well, that's pretty much it. Saving up your packs to get more packs, to draft, experience it. You garner friendships, and those friendships, you like my friend's situation, get some pro tour buddies and go to the pro tour and play those. You know, go through the GPTs and not GPTs, the Grand Prix and everything. You know,
Oh, I'm even way before you guys then. Because back in the day, we used to have PTQs.
PTQs were part of it too. Yeah,
That was how you made the Pro Tour. You went to a PTQ, and if you won, you got an invite to the Pro Tour.
Me and my friend played Magic before I did, but he left the game and got back in around 2005. So that's when we got back in. I never been to a real PTQ. Well, I've been to one, but my deck was not even ready. I was given the spot for free to play in the PTQ because that was the first time the store did one, and they wanted more people as possible from the store to have a chance to win. But I didn't have a deck to compete.
Right.
Wow, we never any of the PTQs I went to, they were definitely not at stores. They were in like hotel convention centers.
Well, it depends on your store and how big your store is and what they will do. And maybe I'm not thinking of a PTQ. I'm thinking of a store level event for Modern. Was the set
Because PTQs were
Grand Prix,
like events put on by Wizards, and there were maybe 10 or so a year, and they were kind of like they would just move them around the country, so no one ever had to go super far to try and get to one.
So what it was, so it wasn't the PTQ. It was the tournament that got you invited to the PTQ if you won.
Oh, okay, nice.
That one. I can't remember what it's called. It was a Grand Prix or something. Like, this is the first time I did, and I failed completely because I didn't have a deck. I didn't have a compatible deck. I had a janky standard deck that I took to a high stakes tournament. Like I said, the store owner paid for me to play for free because he wanted more chances for a store to win. And he had you got the invitational for winning. You got packs and prizes and money support. It was crazy.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what I miss about the game store back in the day. You know, because back in the day, good morning, Twiddler.
Twiddler.
So that's what I miss back in the gaming stores back in the day, is that there was a life in the store that you don't have anymore. Like you had the competitive players, you had the casual players, but they fed each other the market because the casual players kind of followed the footsteps of the competitive players, finding out what cards are good in formats and stuff. And this was before Commander. When Commander came out later. Were they the older equivalent of the modern ICQ? Probably.
Yeah.
But like back in the day, the competitive players would feed the casual players. The casual players gave playtesting to the competitive players. The store thrived on it because people were buying different kinds of products. Like you couldn't really keep a product on the shelf back in the day because there was things that people really liked and want from it, and the trade market was good. Like you could trade in the store and whatnot, but also at the time you were pretty much safe to sell your cards to the store. And like there's a couple times where I had to sell cards to the store to make some money for a bill or something. Then my store owner would like hold the cards for a bit, and basically loan me some money for a bit. Then I'd buy the cards back. When I had money, you used to be able to do that kind of stuff back in the day, where nowadays Wizards is kind of taking out the secondary life aspect of the game out and just trying to make it all about them.
Yep.
And look, I'm not saying stores are bad for this, because stores are doing their best to keep the game alive, to keep their player base live, because those player bases are what keeps the store going. The fact that Wizards of the Coast is making stores struggle for prize support for a lot of it is tough. You know, the Wizards of the Coast back in the day used to do a lot more for the players than they do now. It's now all about the sales. Yeah. Twiddler, if you're here, you should consider smacking the like button. That's right. I'm well, Twiddler. Hope you're feeling well. Twiddler, I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I heard you about you and your
So I can say this: if you are a WPN store, you get quite a bit of prize support. We still have, like, we're supposed to start handing out Lorwyn packs this week as far as promo packs goes. We hand out 5 to 7 promo packs every single week, and we still have a ton of Edge of Eternity stuff left that we're just going to end up just giving. We're going to be giving out extra packs for prize support.
Right.
All those packs, all that stuff I showed you guys earlier, except for the welcome decks, all the cards I showed you guys, those were all, promos and prize support for store events. So I think they may be cutting out some of the smaller places that aren't interested in becoming WPN stores, but the WPN stores, we get a lot of support from WotC specifically, because this all comes straight from them. This is not distro level stuff. This box is straight from Wizards of the Coast.
Right. Twiddler says he's feeling better. He has his challenges, but new kidney is awesome. That is amazing.
That's good. That's awesome, Twiddler.
Twiddler said he'll buy those promo packs from you. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's Hillbilly.
Yep. Dag blanket.
That's right. But yeah, so Twiddler's a cool dude in the community. He's definitely a rip and shipper. He sells packs to rip open and sell. It's pretty cool. If you like that kind of thing, he's up your alley.
Oh yeah.
So they carry a ton of them on my streams. That's right. He's really good. He's really good with. He's sickening good with OBS. I don't know how he got so good. I'm not that good.
Me neither.
Well, but anyways, my friends. Anyways, it is that time of the day. We gotta hit this button right here.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take, so it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Hey, everybody. I want to know if you're going to play some Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering. That's right. Streamlabs, different but the same animal. That's right. All right, my friends, we got to get around to the shield section, throw section. In fact, we're pushing a little more. We should. I thought we was going to do mover and shakers, but the whole promo thing and stuff just took over the show.
Yeah, it did.
That's right.
Dag blanket, Mr. Movers and Shakers.
That's right. All right. But anyways, let's get the stream going. We're going to start with Lone Wolf to start the show.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me on, and we had an awesome stream today. And don't forget to support everybody here. Go support the Mr. B's Gaming Lounge, and let's get Hillbilly and Tortoise up to 1,500 subscribers.
Well, let's go with that. Go to Rayman.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. Thanks for everybody who was watching. I am here once again at Mr. B's Game Lounge. We do have our game tonight instead of tomorrow night. I have to be on air at the radio station tomorrow night. So tonight we'll be doing Battle at the Bees, episode 3. We do have some changes as far as who's going to be there. We have a lot of the same players from last week, but some different decks. So we're going to see Zamone again because Alyssa has returned. Connor will be returning with Zergo. Let's see how his politicking goes this week. Brandon will be back, but instead of playing Arcades Walls, he's going to be playing the Tidus Final Fantasy deck that he's made some changes to. And then our new player for this week will be our buddy Evan Prime. who will be playing the Mimeoplasm. So really interesting decks out there today. So hope everybody check us out tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time at Mr. B's Game Lounge on YouTube.
Yeah, check it out. Links in the description and chat. With that, we're going to roll out to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. One thing I want to bring to everybody's attention is this right here, Lorwyn Eclipse. I will be doing the early access streamer event on the 14th, which is just this Wednesday. And it won't be no stream on this. Won't be no morning stream on this day. Will not be no Commander game tomorrow. You know, I kind of rest up for this because once I start this, I ain't gonna know when to stop streaming because I'll just stream until I can't stream no more. But anyway, we're gonna be doing this on Wednesday. I will be starting directly after the show, the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise, and I'll be jumping straight into this from there. And that's all I have to show for this. But I will be doing another stream this afternoon. And but Wednesday, no stream till 12 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Woo.
And that's all I have to show.
That's all you have to show. Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. If you want a third crafting deck or Lorwyn Eclipse, and if you're part of my Discord, you can third craft a deck. You have to have the Lorwyn cards in them. If you don't know where to find them at, you can find them on mythicspoiler.com. They have all the cards spoiled there on Mythic Spoiler. So just mix some standard cards with Lorwyn cards and third crafting deck. Throw them into my Discord, and I will give you a shout out during the early access. And also, if you run a channel, make sure you include your channel link in there also. Then that way I'll be able to show your channel out also while I play your deck. You know, because I don't take the credit for what credit ain't due. So you'll get the credit, you get the shout out. Your channel will get shared also during the early access stream.
Nice. There you go. There we go. Everybody, Super Fast Tortoise, Cat Tortoise, playing some Magic tonight. No, we're not playing Magic tonight. Tonight is Monday, around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Should be playing some Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Ooh.
Yes, gonna have some fun tonight playing that. Well, as fun as I can, not getting lost. We started last Monday. It's pretty cool. So check out the next stream tonight. It's gonna be awesome and amazing. And hey, with that, my friends, I want to thank you guys for all being here. Everybody on the show, Hillbilly, Rayman, Lone Wolf, thank you. And everybody in chat, you rock, you roll. You guys are awesome and amazing. I want to remind you that you're loved. Someone think about you. If you can't, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change someone else needs today. And with that, I want to thank my channel members, subscribers for growing the channel, and let's get out of here. Woo! I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.